Put this Pepsi in your husband's plate of rice. He will never cheat on you again.
Thank you.
Amaka grabbed the bottle of Pepsi and rushed home that midnight. But little did Amaka know, that was the biggest mistake of her life. It all started that afternoon. Amaka was in the kitchen, cooking, when her phone rang. It was her best friend, Sonia. "Amaka, I just saw your husband," Sonia said. "He entered a hotel with another woman." Amaka's heart stopped. Her hands started shaking. "What? My husband? Which hotel?" she asked, her voice soft and low. Sonia quickly sent her the address. Before Amaka could think clearly, she ran out of the house. Her heart was burning with anger. At the hotel, Sonia was waiting for her. "Look," Sonia whispered, pointing at a black car parked nearby. "That's Nduka's car. Your so-called newlywed husband's car." Amaka's legs felt weak. Her eyes filled with tears. "Why would Nduka cheat on me?" she cried in her mind. "I knew it," Sonia continued, adding more fuel to the fire. "Men never change. He started cheating just a few months after you got married. Amaka, you're too calm. He's going to disgrace you." Amaka screamed and cried. Sonia pulled her aside and whispered, "Crying won't help you. If you don't act fast, you'll lose your husband." "What do you mean?" Amaka asked. "There's a way," Sonia said slowly. "A sure way." That evening, Sonia took Amaka deep into a dark forest to meet a native doctor. The place was quiet and spooky. Amaka's heart raced. The native doctor looked at Amaka for a while before he pulled out a bottle of Pepsi. "Put this in the jollof rice. You will serve your husband," he said. "After that, he will never cheat again." Amaka hesitated. "Nothing bad will happen to him, right? No side effects?" The doctor didn't answer her. He only smiled, his eyes cold. Fear crept into Amaka's heart. With tears in her eyes, she took the bottle and left. As soon as Amaka walked out, the native doctor picked up his phone. "Hello, Sonia," he said. "I've given it to her." Sonia laughed loudly on the phone. "Perfect. She doesn't even know I lied to her. Her husband went to that hotel with a man, his business partner, not a woman." Sonia's voice turned cold. "I can't watch Amaka enjoy her marriage while I remain single." Back at home, Amaka tried to smile as she secretly poured the Pepsi into Nduka's plate of rice. She watched him closely as she poured the Pepsi into the rice. "You will never like any other woman except me," she whispered. Nduka sat comfortably at the dining table, rubbing his hands. "The food smells nice," he said happily. Unknowingly to Nduka, danger was sitting on his plate. Unknowingly to Amaka, Sonia had lied to her and paid the native doctor to add something to the Pepsi that would make her husband go mad. At home, Amaka quietly entered the kitchen. She washed her hands and started preparing the food. Jollof rice, Nduka's favourite. She added meat, spices, and stirred the rice slowly. Then she picked up the Pepsi bottle. Her hands shook for a moment. "This is for my marriage," she whispered to herself. "After today, Nduka will never cheat on me again." She poured the Pepsi into the rice carefully and stirred it well, making sure nothing looked strange. When she was done, she dished out the food neatly and wiped her hands. Anyone who looked at the food wouldn't suspect anything. Nduka walked into the dining room, looking relaxed after a long day. He sat down, smiling. "Amaka, this food smells amazing," he said happily. Amaka forced a smile and placed the plate in front of him. "Enjoy your food," she said, watching him carefully. At the same time, Sonia sat in her own house, smiling to herself, pacing around the room. "I can't wait," she said aloud. "I can't be single while Amaka is married to a wealthy man. Tonight, Nduka will go crazy. Their marriage will fall apart, and Amaka will suffer the same pain I feel." She laughed softly. "I'm so happy the native doctor did exactly what I told him." Back at the dining table, Nduka picked up his spoon. Just before he lifted it to his mouth, he paused. "Amaka," he said, "come and join me. Let's eat together." Amaka's heart jumped. Fear filled her body. "No, I'm not hungry," she replied quickly. "I already ate while cooking." Nduka looked at her carefully, but didn't say anything. He was about to eat when he suddenly remembered something. He turned to her again, calmly. "Oh, my wife," he said, "your mum drank the Pepsi you dropped in the kitchen earlier. I didn't want you to get angry, so I went out and bought another one to replace it." Amaka froze. The world around her stopped. "Jesus!" she screamed. "What did you just say? What do you mean my mother drank the Pepsi?" Amaka asked her husband, her voice shaking, her heart racing as if it would explode out of her chest. Nduka looked confused. "Honey, it's just regular Pepsi. Why are you shouting?" he asked gently. "Your mum drank it. I bought another one to replace it for you. Why are you scared?" Amaka couldn't answer him. Fear covered her face. Her legs became weak. Without saying another word, she turned and ran downstairs. "Amaka!" Nduka called after her. "What's wrong?" But she didn't stop. She rushed to her mother's room, tears rolling down her face. "Oh no! The native doctor said only Nduka should drink it," she cried in her heart. "There's a charm inside. What will happen now?" She pushed open the door. "Jesus!" Amaka screamed.
Please watch the full video on YouTube with the link in my comment section or the link on my bio. Thank you.